Hey, J-Bros popping in here. Yeah, and an individual on Facebook wanted to talk about this front idler arm. And yeah, on his front idler, I haven't taken this off in probably well over 100 hours. And his whole front spring portion wasn't there. And I'm going to pull this off and see what we're looking at, because he doesn't have one, and see where a guy can get that part. If anybody knows, this is kind of a experimental. Let's just see what's going on with this front, because I would like to look at mine again and just, yeah, let's just see what's going on. So I already got the track loosened up and whatnot. See if my dog will get out of the way. Hi, buddy. Yeah, like I said, I haven't had this thing off in ages. Sorry, I normally am good at cleaning my machine, but I don't have it clean. That'll probably be a little bit. We're gonna pull this track off. For one like myself, who's a proponent of keeping your rig clean, this is why you keep it clean. Man, I'll tell you one thing. This track is so rigid compared to those other tracks. There we go. Okay, now that I'm out of breath. Yeah, this is another reason why you want to keep this clean. Albeit before I would go ahead and drive this, I would have pressure washed this off, but you can see how this gravel stuff that I'm in there builds up, and that just starts scraping your track like crazy. But anyway, onto this front wheel system here. Let's see what we got going on here. So this should be just a straight shaft that goes in. Hopefully I got enough room here with my bucket. This thing is not light either. Okay, looks as it should, or at least I would expect. Oh gosh. I think I'm gonna get, or maybe I'll just get it on. Oh, just barely squeaked by. Yeah, so obviously this is how mine looks. Let's make sure you guys can see what's going on here. Okay, yeah, so his is just a shaft in here. So mine's got this spring, which I knew mine had, and then it's got this system, and this doesn't. God darn it. I can't explain it to you what his looks like, and maybe I can find that photo on my phone and link it in here. But all's his had was no spring, and obviously this dimple thing would have been here. It was just a straight up shaft. Because this is what I expected to see on mine, but I almost expected after his, I was almost expecting this to be removable, where this would almost slide in and out. Huh. Let's see if we can't get a light that I can shine in there. Because all that's in there is, it's just a flat shaft that then that bolt guides up into that you tighten on. I have to admit, I'm more confused now what happened with his than anything. Yeah, nothing shocking whatsoever. And I'll get you in there. I mean, it's just the guide bolt that we loosen up, and you know, we tighten this into, because that bolt that's in there, albeit it's threaded. God darn it! Now I'm just like, I'm so confused on his setup, and it's like maybe he's got a newer machine, and then see, there's the. Let's see if it gets focused. So that's all it is. That's just the guide bolt that we take and tighten in there. You know, I mean, it's nothing complex at all. You know, like some of them are greasing for tightening. I mean, this is just a bolt that then, you know, pressurizes into this spring. And that's, yeah, I am so confused at this point. Well, I guess I don't know. Does anybody have a newer machine and they started to eliminate the springs up here? Because basically how I view this, at least on mine, the nut that we tighten up goes in here, and as we tighten that nut, this spring will give us our compression. You know, some are hydraulic pressure in there, this is spring. And it's almost like they went away from even having a spring in there, and then they were just, the bolt was just tightening straight onto another shaft, so the spring got eliminated on newer models. I don't know. I'm so confused, because I mean, this portion here, this is welded on. This spring is, I'm trying to see if, let's see here. Yeah, and the spring looks to be loose in here. I mean, albeit I can't turn it because, you know, of the compression that this thing has on it. Oh, darn it. You know, I'm going to leave this for you guys in the community, because I was going to say, hey, well, maybe I know a guy, you know, I got a buddy that's a fabricator, and maybe he could fabricate something up for you and get something shipped out to you, but I don't even know what a guy would make here. I mean, other than, yeah, because like I said, I'm almost certain this spring is, yeah, because like I said, there's my setup. There it is, slides in. You know, like I said, nothing about this machine on anything is complex. Everything is kind of caveman-ish, where it's super easy to fix or tweak. Well, I guess I'm confused. So all this is a video for is I wanted to pull this out so I could get a video out to you guys to see if you can't help out a guy in the community, and maybe see, and maybe he can post a photo on his. Like I said, his just has a shaft. There's no pin, or excuse me, there's no spring here. On this black thing's not here. It's just a solid steel shaft. And I don't quite understand how that coincides with the bolt, unless they, on newer machines, unless they eliminated that spring. Well, I'm going to leave it there. Quick one for me. Holler back at me, and yeah, go from there to see how we can help this guy out and figure out if basically he needs this part, you know, this shaft that goes, but this would need to be almost fabricated and welded back on there, because I'm assuming this shaft right here that flexes inside this tubing, you know, that's going to go up and down in here. crazy. Or if you guys know anything of where to get a part like this, throw that in the comments down below as well. Yeah, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know if I missed something. J-Bro's out. Hey, yeah, after I looked at that spring there, I can't see what the difference is. I mean, I could see the difference. I can't figure out why his setup is just way different than mine. But what I'm gonna go ahead here quick, because I haven't done this in ages, I'll just go step by step how to put this back together. So really all there is to it, we got the big front idle arm here, so I don't have to pick it up. I'm just gonna wheel it right to the location it needs to go. Mind you, this is kind of awkward and heavy. Slightly in here at the angle. What you can do, you get it kind of positioned in there, kind of on that shelf. And I'll be blocking the camera a little bit because it does take a little effort squaring it up. I'd say this thing's probably 60 pounds of awkwardness. I think I just strained my friggin' hamstring on that. Ugh. It's not heavy, but it's heavy awkward. Anyway, I got that started up in there before I felt my hammy like it wanted to pop. Okay, there we go. So now, see how I slid that in there? It didn't go in very far. Well, what basically needs to happen is, being that thing's all the way out, you got to make sure, because at the top of that spring, if you didn't see, that bolt goes in that shaft. So you just got to make sure that's lined up and started up to go in there. Nothing real difficult. You just got to take your time a little bit. Let me just get you back here a little bit. Because obviously, in order for this to get the track back on, we need this bogey wheel all the way up there. There we go. See how that just wiggled in there? And then that's basically where we're going to want it to get the track back in there. And then really it's just as simple as anything you've probably done many times if you have this skid. Just start screwing, just start tightening that on, and that'll eventually go into the shaft, which then starts tightening on a nut that's welded on inside there, and then that will just end up pushing this to the tension you're gonna want. And that right now is where I'm gonna leave mine for where I'm aiming to get my tension back up to. And since I did that retensioning with my new track and whatnot, totally been super happy. It's honestly like I got tank tracks on there now, honestly. Couldn't be happier with that Fortis HD track. It's just, it don't stretch, let's just say that. Once you eliminate stretching, it can't slip and it can't come off. That's all I can say about that. And I think that's goes back to why those guys with steel tracks just don't have any issues. They just don't stretch. But if anybody's got any info on the newer CRT23, how that spring system is, yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me, and I can post that in the video here at this transition point to show you what his looks like, so you guys know what I'm looking at from his perspective. But yeah, I'll just leave it there because you guys probably have already seen this many times. Yeah, anyway, J-Bro's out.